Okay, it's a cold, brisk morning. It's about 15-20 degrees. The wind chill is about 0 degrees, and you're thinking this is a good idea to heat up the car, but not good for the environment because it's putting CO2 and bad fumes and bad air pollutions in the air. And it could cause lung and heart problems, and it's bad for the environment. It could cause a climate change. Now, they don't call it global warming anymore because you need global warming gases to keep you warm like a blanket, but too much of it is not good. You can see, and it's bad to breathe this in. You lose 3 years off of your life for all the CO2 into the air, because like smoking for 3 years is really bad. For some reason, my car is not giving too much good exhaust because it has low emissions. That's good for the environment, but there's some cars where they have lots of fumes come out, lots of CO2, and it's bad for the environment. The ice starts melting, which means more ocean levels start to rise. There's more flooding, more tornadoes, more severe weather. Also, you could see turbulence, which, I mean, you could see there's a wind going by, so that causes turbulence. That's actually good because it's putting clean air, so it's diluting the dirty air and the carbon dioxide, and it's mixing with good air, and it's spreading it out instead of all having it stack up in one place, which is called a smokestack, which stays in one place, which is like a fireplace chimney, which I'll show you in a few seconds. I don't know if you could see this, but you could see the dryer from the inside. You could see the smokestack coming out right there from the wind. You can see right there. You can see it's clogged. It needs to be cleaned. That could cause a house fire problems. It won't be as efficient. We have the fireplace running. It's causing a smokestack over there. You can see the exhaust from the fireplace is going up the exhaust and up the duct, and you can see it's putting in smog. They're going up in the air from the fireplace. Hot air releasing up in the air, so it's bad for the environment. The soot's going in the air, the small particles. Here's a better picture, a better view of the exhaust and going into the air. You also don't want the smoke to be dirty, like a black color, because that's bad. That's even worse, pollutions and particles of smog, and you can't see it too good. Just a little bit of black smoke, but that's because we put in a pine cone because we wanted to enhance the exhaust. The particulate matter is as thin as a single hair or a sand grain dust, like a haboob, dirt, soot from the fireplace, and smoke from gas stoves and power plant exhaust pipes, pollen, and mold. Prevention is limit outdoor activity and exercises. Carpool, fill up on gas after 6 p.m. Limit air conditioning in the summer and heat in the winter when not home or on vacation. Do not use aerosols. They're bad for the environment. Causes respiratory problems, emphysema, colds, flus, asthma, nausea, runny nose, and sore throat. It could also cause irritation of the eye, headaches, and allergies. And now we're going to talk about the Great Smog that happened in 1952 in London. They had very poor air quality. They had almost 4,000 premature deaths because of the smog. It was so bad, it killed so many people. They had unusual cold air, daytime darkness. They couldn't even see their own feet. The smog was so bad. It lasted about 5 days. It had very light winds that stirred up and saturated the air, affecting agriculture, crops, and ecosystems. In 1970, the FCAA, the Federal Clean Air Act, came into place. The Law Environmental Protection Agency to reduce particulates, ash, soot, and other harmful air. 80% of our energy is made by coal. China, India, and Africa are the major cities that create most smog, the most pollution. Also, New York City, to burn lots of fossil fuels, like on New Jersey Turnpike, on the way to Newark Airport, you could see the exhaust going out. And the average adult requires 30 pounds of air a day compared to 2.6 pounds of food a day, and 4.4 pounds of water. That seems like a lot. And also, they sell clean air in some areas where it's very diverse, where there's not much good clean air, and in air canisters, and they sell clean water too. They purify the air and the water. And you could also see sometimes the smog is so bad in China or Africa or India that they have it on this smog mask because they can't breathe it in. It's bad for their lungs, bad to breathe that in. And you could also see some ways to clean air. You could see right here we have a humidifier humidifier, and this is called Cas Inhalant. Like if you're sick or have bloody nose, it puts humidity in the air and it makes it smell better. Like this, like right over here we have this air diffuser, puts scents in it to make it smell good, and we have this other humidifier made out of water bottles. And right here we have a crystal salt lamp from the Himalayan salt. You put the crystals in there and it puts a negative charge in the air. It ionizes the air. And also you want to make sure you clean your filter. This is not our house, don't get worried. My dad was selling a house and look how dirty. They never cleaned, changed their air filter. They lived there for 12 years and they never cleaned it. You're supposed to change it every few months, every 1 to 3 months they say, for the air conditioning. They probably had it in their basement or crawl space, so they probably didn't know they had to change it. So this is what it's supposed to look like. They probably got sick or something. Maybe that's why they moved or something, who knows. They could have been smoking too, and it puts a lot of bad fumes, bad particles in the air and turns the filter from white to black. Okay, we're gonna make a temperature inversion in the atmosphere, how a demonstration of real life. This is gonna be the clouds and the candle is gonna be the temperature inversion, and also usually the cool air goes up as you go in elevation, but at this time it's gonna be flipped. It's gonna be cooler by the surface and warmer by as you go up in elevation. So we have the candle, a black backdrop, and the matches. Don't try this at home, even though they tried this on the Weather Channel. I'm gonna put this in there, and then I'm gonna quickly put this in there. If it lights. What the heck? Oh. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna put it sideways this time to light it. There we go. You're gonna see that it's gonna start to fill up with pollution. See the pollutions are getting trapped by the clouds, by the cars and the buildings, and you could see it's starting to get piled up there on the bottom. You could see that it's getting trapped underneath the cloud right over there, and you could see right here is good. It's clear right over here. It's causing bad air quality and smog down here by the cars and the buildings with the exhaust. I don't know if you could see it anymore. It doesn't go away. It stays there for a few days. It's bad, and it's like very hazy, and it creates a vivid sunsets, more red, and by the particles and the pollute particles and pollution that are in there. And then a few days later, after the high pressure moves out, you could see it gets diluted and dispersed. You can see there's wind going by, so there's turbulence. It's diluting it.